two blocks here. I can do the trainer. Just joking. Two straight back to back. Just joking. Today. What's good, Derry? Much love, Derry. Appreciate you coming through, man. Miss Helen, how you feeling today? Appreciate you coming through as always, Miss Helen. Good morning, AC. Can't believe almost been 100 days. Yeah, I know it's crazy. It's crazy day. Damn, I don't even keep forgetting what day it is. No, not like I know. Well, no, the day on the challenge. Then I keep forgetting what day. I know we at 80, either 85 today. Yeah, day 85 today. I should know. I had just put it in the title. Yes, y'all. Day 85, man. We almost at 100 days. It's been real tough. And even today, like, I don't even feel like, being here. I don't feel like doing it today. So, uh, I'm just going to give my best, as I do every day. And we're going to keep marching forward. We're going to get better and better, even on the days where we don't feel like doing it. Because this is definitely a really difficult challenge that I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I decided to do 100 days of 400 reps. But we here now. We at day 85, so ain't no stopping. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no stopping. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my shoulder routine with these pushes. I'm not gonna do any pulls because my shoulder is actually a little bit more sore today than usual. So no pull, none of the neutral grip pulls, and I don't know. I might do the dips, I might not. So we gonna see. We gonna see. Jay, what's up, man? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here. Appreciate you. I am that I am. Much love. Good morning. How y'all feeling? I'm doing good, Miss Helen. Just maximizing the opportunity. I do not feel like being here, like I said, but I'm here. And I'm about to give my best. Y'all about to see me today. It might be another struggle, but we're gonna push through. It's been rough on my legs. My legs have been like super sore. So even before this, I had just drank me some honey water. Because we know honey water, you drink honey water, it helps with soreness for the next day and whatnot. So I just drank some honey water, put some cayenne pepper in there, some pepper, some Himalayan salt, some uh, and I put some turmeric in there, some lemons and limes. So I just took a shot of that, and I should be good to go. So what's going on, Nikki? Much love. Appreciate you coming through. Blessed day, everybody. Blessed day. Day came so quick, man. Here we are back at it again. I know these days is just flying by, right? What's going on, Buddha Love? What's going on, everybody? Salute, everybody's in here. Dion, what's going on, man? How you feeling today? All right, Buddha, much love. Appreciate you just being here, showing love and support. Yes, it's all mental, Buddha. It's all mental. Mind over matter. No, I didn't mess it up again. It's just, like I didn't do anything. It just, some days you feel it a little bit more than other days. Like you don't have to really be doing anything. It's deep in there, you know what I'm saying? It's like a nagging, type of pain. So I'm not gonna overdo it. Like you said, I'm not even gonna do any pulls today. I might do the dips, like the shorty dips, and I am about to do the pushes real quick and get that out the way, and then we're gonna get started on the routine because I'm gonna do squats today, and I'm gonna work the abs again today. Yes, sir, Jay. We on the move. Yeah, honey does it, y'all. Make sure, and just if y'all didn't know, man, if y'all know y'all about to do a real intense routine that you know you finna be sore the next day, drink you some honey water. Just you don't have to add what I added in there. Just get you a cup of water. Put some honey in that mug. A lot of honey if you have to, if you will, if you like honey, if you don't, whatever. Put that in there. I added Himalayan salt and pepper, turmeric and cayenne pepper because I just love cayenne pepper. You can feel it working throughout your whole body. It opens up your lymphatic system, gets the blood flowing. So I love using adding that. But make sure y'all do honey water. It's gonna help out a lot. Appreciate that, y'all. Yeah, man, just feeling kind of like not tired. Just I don't know how to explain it. It's just gonna be another day where I'm pushing through it, and y'all gonna just watch me have to fight through this. All right, here we go. 3 sets of 10. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the scapulas. Actually, I'm gonna do the scapulas. I'm gonna do the scapulas. Yeah, I am, Nikki. Definitely, I definitely am. I did get I actually, I did get some good rest last night. It's just like I said in the live yesterday, like the energy right now it just feels a little bit different. I'm just trying to figure out, like what it is. All right, here we go. 3 sets of 10 or 8. But yeah, nonetheless, Nikki, it's a good day. Like I have no excuses. I'm grateful to be here, grateful to be alive, grateful to be able to have the ability to train, grateful that I have the ability to change the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful that I have the ability to even wake up and feel a certain type of way and realize that it's not in alignment and make sure that I get myself back in alignment. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting myself back in alignment. You see what I'm saying? So this is it. I'm grateful that I'm here. So we're gonna change the trajectory of the day and we're gonna finish off strong. Y'all about to watch me do this in real time. Here we go. I'm gonna just go back and forth with the pushes and the scapulas. Appreciate everybody being here. Miss Helen in here. That's one. Here we go. Two more sets. Back to the scapulas. All right, here we go. One more set, y'all. The body is capable of a lot more than your mind tries to tell you. It's bullshit. Win the battle in the mind. The rest is easy. Absolutely, I remember. Well said, man. 100%. 100%. It's all mental. Win the battle up here, the rest will follow. That's right, Jay. It's a mental war. It's a mental war. Appreciate that, Nikki. 1988. What's that? You know, I was born in 1989. Late 80s. Late 80s, baby. Think about 85 days ago before this challenge. Till I'm sure you can look in the mirror and see the fierce change. Man, a humongous change, y'all. A humongous change. No, I don't have the biggest arms. You know, I don't have the, but from where, like I saying, like roll back the tapes, y'all. Go back to day one and look and see the difference. It's all consistency and just coming and showing up and giving your best every day. It's a simple method, but it's very hard. It could be really difficult, and you really gotta really mentally push yourself through. Because 85 days, man, yeah, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still here. I'm showing y'all what I'm capable of. And I'm not I don't say I'm tired in that type of, like a sense where I need, like we all need rest, you know what I'm saying? And I'm making sure that I do get it, but it's a mental thing at the end of the day. It's a mental thing. Appreciate that, Padon. Gotta get up out of here. Well, you have a good night, Padon. You be blessed, man. You be blessed. Okay, Miss Helen. I know I thought I said what's up to you earlier this morning. Appreciate you, Miss Helen, for being here. Appreciate that, Dion. Appreciate that, Nikki. Much love. I appreciate you. Big time supporter. 100%. And shout out to PCB, Pork Chop Black. Shout out to Blake Russell, my little brother. Dion, you killed them burpees yesterday, man. Great money, big time inspiration. You started off with 5 pump burpees. It's not easy to do. You did 100 sets right off the rip. It's crazy because when I did the burpees, I think the first time I did burpees, I did the 5 pumps. It's way back in my early videos. Y'all can check that video out. But I was doing that and I was chasing it with 5 squats. So I did 500. I started off with the 505 pump or the 105 pump burpees, chasing it with the 5 squats after. So I did 1,000 reps my first time doing it, and it's definitely doable. You'll be surprised, y'all, at what your body can do. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get up and do it. Like Dion, he's showing y'all, through and through that you can literally like. Even if you ain't never done a certain routine before, just get up and do it. You'll be surprised how far you could go. It's not easy doing that, but he did it. You know, he did it. That's a big inspiration, y'all. So go show love to Dion. Go get inspired. Go watch that video. Go comment, like, subscribe. Do what you gotta do to get your ass up and start doing some burpees. 1 pump, 2 pump, it don't matter. Just get up and do them. Get up, just get up and do them. Let me stop before I get in the zone doing pushes. Yeah, I know when I get in the zone, I'm gonna keep going and I will not stop. Can't do that right now. Can't do that right now. All right, here we go. Let's get into this routine. I'm gonna do quarters today, or I might, since my legs are so sore, I'm actually gonna do dimes today, and we just gonna ride it out every set. So not quarters. So I'm gonna have this today like a recovery day. So in between sets, I'm gonna take a little bit of a longer time before I get back into the next set, depending on how I'm feeling. But I'm still gonna challenge myself today because that's what we're here to do. Appreciate that, Dion. Appreciate that, Nikki. You look good anyway. You have progressed so much, but are you trying to become a bodybuilder or to keep your body physically fit? Just to keep it fit, that's it. I ain't trying to be a bodybuilder. You know, it's not my route. It's not what I'm interested in. Just here to keep myself fit and keep challenging myself mentally, man. We here. I'm just here to grow mentally first, because I know when I grow mentally first, everything else follows. So that's it. That's it. Ain't nothing to it. I'm just keeping it real simple. Just made it a part of my lifestyle. After this 100-day challenge, I'm definitely gonna give my body a rest. I don't know how long, but I'm gonna still go live. But I'm not gonna be live training. Be live, talking that talk. But at the same time, I'm gonna continue to do my rehab routines though, as far as like my mobility training. I'm gonna just keep doing that, and then I might as well just go live doing that as well. And then as far as like my intensity training, I'm probably not gonna get fully back into it until my shoulders 100%. We don't know when that is because this whole process is really teaching me like patience. And I thought I knew patience, but trust me, y'all don't know patience until you go through some type of shit. Some type of adversity that makes you sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on right now. I'm sitting my ass down, and I'm gonna just let everything unravel itself and be okay with it, however it may be. But continue to still challenge myself mentally. You know what I'm saying? However that may look. As long I just know that no matter what, I'm gonna keep myself where I need to be, and be right where my feet are. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna continue to take it day by day. That's it. Cause like I said, man, like this whole thing, like y'all probably can't really see it. Y'all probably could, but this is difficult. Like it's really hard, and it's taxing. You know what I'm saying? On the body, not only on the body, but mentally. But it's also the good type of tax because like it's what we need. It's what we need to actually like elevate. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just trying to do this in a way. Oh man, I'm not trying, man. I'm doing this in a way that's, that doesn't get me derailed or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being aware of everything that's going on and how my body's feeling, and where I'm at mentally, just being aware of everything. That's the whole point of it all, like that of what I'm doing, the purpose of this channel, because I wasn't even gonna start doing this or going live on YouTube. I was already doing it until I got inspired to do it. And then once I got on here, I started to see everybody else's channel. I started to see how everybody else is, doing their training and leveling up, listening to some good talk. A lot of people really talking good stuff on here that inspired me. So I was like, man, I just decided to, stay in my lane, but still be inspired by others and, keep continuing that route. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, definitely. I know it was a challenge, Dion. I'm way more closer to the crystallized gold than ever, my brother. Yes, sir. You already know I'm gonna keep digging. Yes, sir. We digging it up. Appreciate that, Nikki. I bet it was a challenge. I watched Moses Cuevas all the time. Burpees don't look easy. Yeah, the burpees is difficult. They hard. It's more of a conditioning type of. It's a strength and conditioning. So it's basically cardio plus strength, because you building muscle at the same time, like full body, because it's leg. You getting the legs as well. It's full body, and you getting your cardiovascular system activated 100%. So it's just like cardio, but you also building muscle, you building strength. So burpees is like it's a no brainer to take up. For people that want to get fit, burpees is like it's like one of them the main ones. And I can't wait to get back to doing burpees myself. Appreciate that, Gamej, and appreciate you coming through. DJL, what's going on, man? Appreciate you being here again. And I've been doing this uh consistently uh, consistently like I am now. This is my first year or second year doing it consistently. And then as far as just training in general, it's been about 3 years. When I first started, I was only doing like 30 pushes a day for like 6 months, and then I moved it up to 100 uh, after that 6 months, and then I just started doing higher reps after that. And then this year, beginning when I started doing YouTube, I was already doing it every day. But I started YouTube this year in February, and that's just when it started to kick in. I got real serious after that, as far as staying fit every day, just challenging my body, see what it could do. And I promise you what, man, I tell you what, it's been a journey, and I realize my body is more capable of doing all kind of things that I never even thought or even imagined in the beginning. So yeah. All right, here we go. First set of 10. A lot of people, a couple people in my Instagram DMs asking me why come I haven't stopped posting on Instagram. I don't know, man. Like it's not my first thing to do is to post. You know what I'm saying? It just happens. I prefer to just go live on here, and because sometimes posting and doing all that shit, it just be a lot of work. And as y'all know, I'm not really a social media guy anyway. I don't care too much for it, but I understand people make money off of it and shit. But I don't know. I'll start posting again though. So yeah, like a little recovery day, y'all. Just gonna take my time. We're gonna do we're gonna do 25 to 30 sets. Having patience is discipline. Absolutely, Dion, and I'm learning that as we speak because it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. Some days I'll be wanting to just crash out, but I'm just holding it in and just taking it day by day, just being where my feet is. That's it. Being where my feet is. But we still here, man. We showing up. We still, loving on each other. Oh yeah, Jay. Boy, we talked about yesterday with the your sexual energy. Here's that book, man. If you still here, man, I'm about to show the book so you can screenshot it. I just reminded myself. Yeah, this is the book right here. Taoist Secrets of Love, Cultivating Male Sexual Energy by Montauk Chia and Michael Wynn. So make sure you screenshot this, man. This got the answers, man. I'm telling you. Remember though, it's not in the techniques itself. It's you. It's always been you. It's not in the books itself. It's you. It's not in the words that's in this book. It's you. But use this book. You know what I'm saying? Get some knowledge and make sure that you apply that knowledge. Don't just read it. Apply it. You know what I'm saying? Here and there's another one as well. Here goes the female, the woman's side of it. Because it's not only good for you to understand the masculine side of things, it's good to understand our women. Healing love through the Tao, cultivating female sexual energy. So yeah, there it is. It's by the same author, Montauk Chi. All right, here we go, round two, and then I'll get back into the chat. Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that, Jay. You already know. Appreciate that, Nikki. How tall are you? I'm 5'10". 5'10", and I haven't weighed myself recently, but last time I did was a while ago. It was like I was like 155. I definitely weigh a little bit more than that now. So hopefully it's around 165, something like that. My goal is to get to around 170, 175 and just maintain that. At least an hour a day, Gamesh. At least an hour a day. I feel good around an hour a day to give myself to really like train, sweat it out and stuff. Appreciate that, Dion. And Jay, appreciate that, bro. Where can I buy it? You can get it off Amazon. You can get it off Amazon, or you can go to goodreads.com. They got books. Yeah, there's a few places. I'll recommend Amazon. Amazon probably the one that'd be the easiest to get to it. Amazon, on Amazon. Miss Helen, can we come get a plate? Can we come get a plate, Miss Helen? People in my community need an awakening. Yeah, facts. The STD HIV breakout outbreaks is disgusting. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You gotta like we were saying yesterday. You gotta be mindful and have discernment who y'all laying down with, because it's deeper than just the physical side of things. It runs deep. You know what I'm saying? You're not only affecting the outer, but you're infecting the inner, the real you, the soul. Because once you do that, you become entangled with that other soul, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that y'all have discernment and not y'all not sticking and moving. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that y'all know who you dealing with through and through. Understand their family, understand their parents. You know what I'm saying? Where they come from, what is the things that they used to doing, what type of what tendencies do they have, all kind of stuff. Man, you gotta dig deep. Nowadays you gotta dig deep like that. Sometimes, if you really tapped in, you can figure all of that out, quickly. But nowadays, man, there's too many distractions for people to be tapped in like that, to be paying attention, man. Too many people, they just, they want to, they really just trying to bust a nut. They ain't even really thinking about things like that. Definitely, Jay. So he gonna show you a few techniques that you'll be able to do on your own. Even while you having sex, there's some techniques that you can utilize with your partner, and it's definitely worthwhile. I'm telling you, it's worthwhile. There's some techniques that you're gonna be doing while you sitting on the toilet. But I'm telling you, like even mentally, wherever you is, if you driving, you can utilize these techniques. That you just gotta pay attention to this area, this root chakra area. You just pay attention to it, and you'll be able to literally control, you know, your Johnson. You'll be able to control it. Whether if it gets hard, you'll be able to control it. It's like a muscle that you got to build. You know what I'm saying? That's what he basically teaching you. And it's also like points, like meridian points down here that you can press. That'll definitely help you with that. Because remember, we got a whole nervous system. And we have meridian points that are like gates, they're like portals. Like every meridian point on my fingers are portals. They're gates. This palm, this portal, it's a gate. My kneecaps, a portal, it's a gate. Elbows, you know what I'm saying? They all have an effect on the body and are connected to another part in the body that it communicates with. So you're gonna know about all of that stuff when you read that book. It's just I could explain it, but it's a lot to explain for me to get my point across. You know what I'm saying? Especially like when you speak it. So when you read it, it's a lot better. Yeah, Gamesh, it be our own people. That's the hard part. But you gotta continue your path and stay on your path. It's gonna be difficult because a lot of the people that we was raised with and that we was close with, uh, is probably gonna be the main ones that we gonna have to out. We gonna have to shun. You know what I'm saying? I know that sound harsh, but I'm at a point through my experience where I had to shun a lot of people, even in my family. I had to just shun them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you. I'm gonna continue to bless you, but we're not finna be around each other because I got things to do. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you and yours, more prosperity to you and yours, more wealth and health. But over here, I'm staying over here. You gonna stay over there. Bottom of the third. I'm gonna do the next set, round four. Appreciate everybody coming through. Much love, much love, much love. Oh shit. All right, good man. Peace. You have a blessed day. More prosperity and abundance to you. I appreciate you coming through. Turkey wings and salad. Appreciate that, Dion. For lunch. Later, more beef ribs. Come get it, y'all. EJL, you should start you a food truck. Start you a food truck. That thing will be popping. Definitely, DJL. Make sure you have a good energy when you paying them bills today too. Release it with some good energy. Know that all that's gonna come back. Know that all that's coming back, man. Money is energy at the end of the day. Be grateful that you got the money to pay your bills, man. It's a blessing. A lot of people don't. Send that money off with some good energy so that it can come back. You know what I'm saying? Inner chi, yeah. Sexual intercourse. Yes, sir, Dion and Jay. Yeah, the word. They already, Jay. I just had to make it back to the crib. That's what's up, DJ. Yeah. What's going on, the hater? Much love. How you feeling today? Appreciate you coming through. I'm a living witness to that. That's what's up, Dion. Yeah. We all been through these experiences. We all been through certain things, you know what I'm saying, just in a different way. But the whole point of it all is that how we respond to it and what are we taking out of it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Kayvon? Yes, sir. Go get it. You already know. Nikki, appreciate that. The hater, nah, man. I don't even play Smash Bros. I don't even play Smash Bros. I thought you was challenging me something else. I was about to say, you already know, man. I'm always gonna win, regardless, man. I'm a warrior. I'm gonna win no matter what. No matter what, I'm gonna win. If I take an L, that's all right. I'm gonna take it to the chin as always, but I'm gonna come back up, and it ain't gonna be easy. If I do take an L, it wasn't easy. It will never be easy for anybody. This is round six, by the way, round six. Yeah, Dion, by the way, uh, been sitting still about this for a while. I know that gematria is something that I always knew about, but never like really studied. But when I was in seminary, we did study the Hebrew language, and it's been a while since I've studied it, so I kind of forgot. So I'm gonna take it back up and study the Hebrew language again, so that I can get into gematria because that's where it all started. It started from the numbers that were attached to the letters of the Hebrew language. So I'm gonna take that back up. It shouldn't be hard to do because it'll probably just all just start to come back because it's only 22 letters in the Hebrew language. So I'm gonna take it back up, and I feel like the reason why I feel like a little bit compelled to do gematria is because I've always been that guy, the type of person that wants to just learn new things and figure out what I can figure out. You know what I'm saying? Just because like no real like you know uh huge story or anything like that. But I just, some things, a lot of things are interesting to me than others. So I'm definitely just gonna take it day by day. I ain't rushing nothing because gematria is still a little bit confusing to me. So definitely gonna dig into it and start to understand. I did study numerology. You know what I'm saying? Learned that 1 through 9 is the only number. 1 through 9. Anything beyond 9 is basically it goes back to one because you get 1 through 9. You got 10, 1 plus 0, 1, and then 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 12, 13 is 4, 14 is 5. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it just goes back. Like 9 is that number where everything just goes and loops back, which reminds me of the symbology, the infinity. You know what I'm saying? 1 through 9. It's like the infinity. So yeah, been thinking about it. So yeah, I was looking up some letters yesterday, the Hebrew language, and I think I'm gonna keep up on that every day for now, and just take it day by day, real slow. Nothing to because I'm studying other things right now as well. So just whenever I got the time to do it, I'm definitely digging a little bit deep into the gematria. I got to study the Hebrew language first because I want to start from the root of it all. I want to figure out why our ancestors needed to understand the Hebrew language first before they got to the number side of things so that they can decode, esoteric texts and stuff. So yeah, most definitely, man. What's wrong with ain't nothing wrong with learning new things. Especially when it goes deep, because I know it could go deep, man. Oh, and also when we was talking about, I heard you yesterday talking about calculators, and I had looked it up about the calculators as well. You know what I'm saying? Because what I just got out of it is that we got to be our own calculator as well because things is being programmed. Like that's another programmable entity, calculators. You know what I'm saying? They could be programmed and coded. Like I was literally having a conversation last night and I found out that all calculators are programmed that can be programmed. So a lot of the numbers that you can possibly get, some of them are right, some are programmed to be right, and some of them are programmed to be a +1 or a +5 or something like that. So you will never get the right answer from the calculator itself, which is crazy because I didn't never even thought about that. But now that I learned that, I realized, man, like just like AI has been here for millions and millions of years, and we've been using and utilizing AI for a long time. But also nowadays, AI can be programmed to not tell you the truth. But also AI, like what I be doing, I be programming AI to actually tell the truth versus not tell the truth versus, you know what I'm saying? It's just how you utilize it. just like anything else in the world, it's how you utilize it and if you know it enough to actually use it. And a lot of us don't know a lot of these utensils that they given us. So now who's the victim? You know what I'm saying? So that's why like I just like to know things because just like, just finding figuring things out, like to decode everything, that's just my type of thing. So I think that's why we speak pretty much speak the same language because we on the same tip. And you wanna know what's crazy? Literally, I don't know too much about coding, but I think I'm about to learn. I'm about to go down this rabbit hole because I was literally given a code yesterday on how to literally program my own calculator to do the wrong to decipher the wrong numbers. Decipher the wrong numbers on there through the code. It gave me a Python code. All I need to do is download Python, the platform Python on there. It's a coding platform, and boom, I have my own calculator. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It literally that gave me a whole code on how to do it. Like I don't know if I'm gonna really actually go down that rabbit hole or not, but it's just really interesting. Like it doesn't surprise me at all. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Round eight. I'm gonna just get right into round eight. I'll look at the chat right here in a minute. Hold on. I know I just been talking, but there we go. There we go. All right, let me pull this back up. Appreciate that, Nikki. So you said, after these 100 days, you're gonna get into the teaching and learning lives. That's dope. Yeah, a little bit more into it versus the training because I need to rest a little bit. I need to rest the body a little bit, and I'm gonna still go live, but it's more so just me, speaking what's on my mind, whatever I meditated on or whatever experiences and stuff like that. But that's it. And then there will be, it's still a training channel, so I'm still gonna be doing my rehab and stuff like that. But it's kind of like it's gonna be hand in hand with each other. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what we're gonna break off into after these 100 days, and then we're gonna figure out what next challenge we're gonna get into. That something that we could all do. You know what I'm saying? Something we could all do. Cause I know not everybody gonna get up and do 400 reps for 100 days. That's see, like I said, man, I think I had like two blunts that day or something like that. I was feeling real good, and I just went with it. But here we go, here we are, man. It was all worth it. You see what I'm saying? It was all worth it. So I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? So we good. So yeah, I already read that. Appreciate that. Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, Dion, 1 and 9. Yeah, yeah. I was questioning like, what you think about that? Yeah, one through nine are the real numbers. Like 10, 11, 12, 13. Those are numbers too, but they're there's a number. The real numbers within those numbers, if that makes sense. Because you got 10, and you got one, and you got two, and then I saw another live the other day about this guy on here on YouTube. He was breaking down the number three. and he was talking about where Terrence Lawrence, what's his name, the actor guy, he like this big time scientist now, and he was Terrence Howard, I think his name is, and he was talking about how one plus one really equals three, and instead of two, it equals three. And he got deep into that, but he was speaking my language. Like I should send that video to you, Dion, because he went in on that one. He went deep, really deep. So, but that's just another type of number, you know, type of number knowledge that I still don't even know myself. That was deep, but I definitely learned a lot in that video. Appreciate that, Dion. I know I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna take it day by day. What's going on, John? From Brooklyn, New York, asking for you to be my friend. This is John from Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Appreciate you coming through, John. Make sure y'all show love to John in the chat. Much love. We feeling good, man. Just maximizing the opportunity. How you feeling today, John? Appreciate that, Dion. Yes, sir, Jay. Yeah, John. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. What's the medication, Miss Helen? What's the medication we talking about? Appreciate that, John. Much love. Salute. Salute. Shout out to Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to Queens, New York, and G's Calisthenics. Shout out to DPMO Gym. That's the calisthenics capital out there. They're the reason why we here today doing what we're doing. Shout out to all them brothers, kings, and queens out there in New York, Philly, the DMV area, Jersey. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Much love to all of y'all out there, on the east side. I'll send it to you, bro. I'm gonna go look for the video. I already know I got it in my history. So I'm gonna send you that video, Dion. I think you're gonna really like that video. And I think you're gonna take a lot out of it, just like I did. We always open to learning new things. Cause I feel like he got his information. His teacher was Malachi York. Y'all know who Malachi York is. Yeah, and he a deep teacher as well. I studied some of his information. I still got to get some of his books and still learn, about all this stuff. He does information, like Yaku, the big headed motherfucker that created, the pale skin and whatnot. But anyway, I ain't finna get all into that. But yeah, I'm already knowing, Miss Helen. I'm already, it's gonna make you hungry again though. I told you, man, I'm serious about coming out there to Michigan to chief with y'all for real. I'm definitely gonna make a trip out there, Miss Helen. Definitely got a chief with the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? I got a chief with the Chiefs. It's a ancient ritual. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about getting high. It's deeper than that. It's way deeper than that. A lot of these people nowadays that's chiefing don't even know that they doing it. They doing it to run away from something. And not knowing that they not running away from it, all they doing is expanding it because the spirit of the herb is only going to expand where you at mentally already. You see what I'm saying? They not running from it. They need to stop. They need to stop smoking. They need to stop all of that shit. They don't know how to use it. They don't know how to use it. They disrespecting the spirit of the herb. I'm telling you. Same thing with all these motherfucking shroom heads eating these mushrooms just because they trying to run away from something. I'm telling you, that's why they always having bad trips because they entering another spirit with a dead mentality. So now they're gonna take them down that dead path and they're gonna expand it. They're gonna manifest more of that in their reality. Same thing with cannabis. If you enter cannabis not with a still mind, if you still, you worried about these bills, you cussing this guy out mentally and all of this stuff, and you smoking it out. You think you smoking it out? Nope. You expanding it. The spirit gonna give you exactly what you asking for. I promise you. It's gonna give you exactly what you asking for. So anybody on this live and you smoking weed and this pertains to you, you know who you is. You need to stop. You need to stop and you need to sit still with yourself. You need to understand that you gotta really dig in with the soul. You gotta really dig in with the spirit. Remember, we don't need these things to find out who we is. We don't need these things to try to run away from things. You know what I'm saying? We don't need nothing outside of us. We just need who we is. We need to know who we are. You know what I'm saying? I love cannabis. I choose to commune with the spirit of the herb because I understand the spirit of the herb and why the spirit of the herb is here. Like that. Y'all better start respecting that feminine energy, man. Respect it. Respect it. I'm telling you, the spirit is here to guide you, not destroy you. But y'all destroying yourself smoking that shit without knowing what the fuck you smoking and why you smoking it. You know what I'm saying? You just trying to run away from some shit. And all you doing is creating more of it. Here we go, 10. Tobacco too. Tobacco as well. I didn't forget about tobacco. Tobacco in my mind right now hollering like, how you forget about me? I didn't forget about you. Tobacco as well, y'all. It's a very ancient plant. It's an entity just like you and me. And it's here to help us, it's here to guide us. You just gotta know how to use it. And when you get you a cigar, you gotta understand that every time you inhale, you're not inhaling. You see what I'm saying? Because we got receptors in our mouth that communicate with our body, the rest of our body, instantly. There's no need for you to completely inhale tobacco. You're supposed to hold that in your mouth, have your intention, and blow it out with the wind. Y'all ever read Ecclesiastes? It's in there. Where the wind blows, information comes. Where the wind blows, information goes. It's like a constant, remember, the things that we can't see is what we call the ether. You know what I'm saying? Even some people, even the spiritual community, they even talk about our hair, because our hair, it broadcasts and receives just like everything else. And it also helps us, like a lot of people who got longer hair. So say, for example, that you were stranded in a jungle somewhere, right? And you were connected. You were literally connected to everything. You understand everything. You understand everything around you, right? And you stranded. We're not gonna talk about how you got stranded. Just know that that's where we at right now. We stranded in the jungle, in the forest somewhere, and we just understand the world. We understand the universe. The fact that we understand the universe, we're not worried about nothing. We chilling. We understand that this herb is here. We got mushrooms right over here. Harriet Tubman, for example. Harriet Tubman, how you think she knew where she was going? How you think? What made you think that she came up with the idea to make hush puppies? Hush puppies is very, very, very ancient food for our people. Hush puppies, right? The reason why it's called, y'all know why it's called hush puppies? So for one, Harriet Tubman, she needed to know where to go. She needed to know where she needed to go so that she can escape, right? So she needed to have some type of guidance and help, but she understood. See, I don't know her story or anything like that, or I don't even know if any of the story is real. Remember, we don't believe anything we hearing, right? We're just taking these stories and esoterically finding out the truth in it. So that's what I do. So don't believe me in what I'm telling y'all. But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth that I got out of it. Harriet Tubman was a real entity that was literally here to let us know what we got around us, especially if we stranded somewhere in the forest or we running from something or anything. We all always with God because God is with us and in us, never left us. And she realized that. She ate a mushroom. She saw another mushroom. She ate a mushroom. I would say probably around 7.8 grams, to the point where she was seeing different things. She was starting to see the path that she needed to go. She found the tunnel that she needed to go under. She knew that if we cross this lake, we understand that there's a lot of lakes around here, down in the south in them bushes, and there's a lot of alligators. There's alligators here and there, but this one don't got an alligator. How does she know that? She took them through. She understood because the spirit of the mycelium network knows all things, completely everything, and she trusted it. So she knew exactly what was going on. So when she went to the next camp, she saw her people. She let them know what's going on. She said, "Cook up some hush puppies." Y'all know what hush puppies are, though, right? You know that little ball, that breaded ball or whatever. Because the people, the YTs that was chasing on horse, that was searching for him, they was using hound dogs, and the hound dogs, she would use the hush puppies on certain paths, and she would throw them and leave them as a trail, as if they was going a certain way, but they were going a different way. You see what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. When you use tobacco, they used to use tobacco as well. They used to use the smoke. They used to put intention in the smoke and blow it out into the ether so that it can communicate with the universe and let you know what's going on, so that you will know, you will have direction. You know what I'm saying? You're not caught up in this Gregorian calendar shit, because Northwest, like Dion be talking about, Northwest, uh, north, south, east, and west is actually flipped. What's east is actually really west. What's west is, or what's south is actually really north. It's flipped, just like the calendar. It's flipped. It's upside down. Because that's why they say, like, if y'all seen that movie in the Netflix, what is that? Stranger Things. When they was talking about being in the underworld, this is exactly what that is. It's the underworld. So, but anyway, let's get into round 10 or 9 and 10. Shit sound crazy, I know. It's all good. Don't believe me though. I'm just saying. I'm just telling y'all my truth, man. We just here to be open. The whole purpose of what I just said is to make sure that y'all know what y'all involving yourself with. That's it. A simple story. So you can use it to actually help you versus deplete you and make you more and more of a slave and not being able to control your reality. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people that claim to be very spiritual on YouTube, but spirituality, like what this guy said, Nero Knowledge, he said, spirituality without being able to control your reality is nothing but vanity. And I agree with him 100%. People allowing spirituality to become their personality and they lose their way. All right, here we go. 11 and 12 coming up. Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, also, Miss Helen, that's what's up, Miss Helen. I used it in the beginning when I first started off, because I don't know if you heard about my story. I had epilepsy, and one of the things that helped me, as far as, you know, it was my mental that really helped me, but the other things that helped me was the CBD oil, cannabis oil, that they used to shoot in my mouth. It helped me a lot as well, and it helped actually move the nerve, the crazy nerve back over here to where it was supposed to be, the frontal lobe, the frontal, they call it the frontal lobe, uh, and that was the reason why I was seizing every day. So, but when I started to take up and understand plant medicine and all that stuff, everything just started to fade away, because I started to dig in and figure out who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's what brought me out of that bullshit. Realized that I was only running from me. I was only running from me. I was the one who was giving myself that issue. I allowed them to diagnose me with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It was all because I allowed the entity to come within. Just like that movie, what the fuck? We was just talking about this movie. Motherfucking sorry, I'll be cussing. Uh Sinners, when them vampires, they wasn't allowed to go in that juke joint until that lady said allowed them. She gave them to go. The same thing happened in my life with epilepsy. All right, we back at one. That's one in the bag. Here we go. Round two coming up. Hussein, appreciate you coming through. Forgive me if I said your name wrong, bro. Appreciate that, Jay. Dion, he said, this my daily church. That's what's up, Jay. We all learning, man. We all learning something new every day, right? I'm not running away from anything. I know who I am. I've been here 66 years, almost 67. Let them know, Miss Helen, let them know. Very knowledgeable. I know that. That's why I said I got to come out there and chief with the Chiefs. You see what I'm saying? The Chiefs and the Chief this. I got to come out there and chief with y'all. For real. Hell yeah, I grew up on those. Hell yeah, Hush Puppies, man. A big history. Big history on those, man. Big history. I'm telling you, like even here in Colorado, a lot of people don't think that black people was here. We've been here. We've been here first. We had a Black Wall Street here too, right here in 5 Points, right there downtown where I was born, right in 5 Points, Welton Street. A whole Black Wall Street, just like there was in Oklahoma, just like there was in Rosemary, Florida, all these places now. We've been here. We've been all over this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this. We ain't never not been here. No, we didn't start off on the continent of Africa first. No, that the indigenous people was in Africa as well, but we was over here as well, just like there were people in Switzerland, uh, uh, Taiwan, motherfucking everywhere. China, nigga, we been all over this planet. There was not one place that we did not be at, where we was not at in the beginning, if there was a beginning, right? Golden Lotus, what's up, man? How you feeling today? Appreciate you coming through. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Golden Lotus in the chat, man. He be getting his money. Salute. Shout out to Florida. Shout out to Tim Effect as well. Shout out to Tim Effect. I seen him getting his money in as well. Yeah, appreciate you, Golden Lotus. Big time inspiration. Big time. Yeah, Nikki, Stranger Things, man. Stranger Things, that show alone tells you a lot about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I know, Golden Lotus. I know, man. Sometimes, like that's why sometimes I be feeling like I be talking a little bit too much, but I just gotta, fuck all that holding that shit in nowadays, man. I just whether y'all taking it in and you opening up to hear what I'm saying or not, it's okay either way. But I gotta speak my truth, bro. I gotta let it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm already knowing. Appreciate that, Jay. Yeah, it's wild. A lot of people didn't even know about that Harriet Tubman story. That's just my truth I find in it. Don't believe me. But it just makes all the sense in the world, man. That's why we gotta cherish the things that we have and realize where we is. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna be here, be here. Stand on your 10 toes. Be where your feet is. That's the only way you gonna get out of situations. A lot of people, if you just motherfucking pick somebody up and take them out into the forest, I promise you they're not gonna know what to do. They're not gonna know how to utilize the herbs around them, the trees around them. They're not gonna make it useful for them because they're not tapped in like that. They're not in their natural state. You know what I'm saying? They too busy in their box that they put they self in. Nobody else put them in a box. You can't blame the government. You can't blame President Trump. You can't blame none of these motherfuckers. It's you. It's always been you. You hear me? It's always been you. So we need to stop playing with ourselves, man. Stop playing with ourselves. Remember, knowledge is okay. It's only okay because a lot of people will take in knowledge, but they won't apply that shit. You know what I'm saying? The application of it is going to be what makes the difference and what's going to separate you from the rest. From the rest. Round two. Somebody on my Instagram DM me and say, "You better stop speaking about stuff like that. They gonna block you." Like, nigga, what? You must be an NPC. Two in the bag. I was like, what, bro? Like, really? You gonna really hit my DMs with some shit like that? Out of all the things you could say, man, you could speak some blessings upon me. You could, say how you been, how you living. First thing you come in my inbox talking about is you better stop speaking that stuff, or they gonna block you. You must have forgot or not listening to me at all. Some of these people think that I'm here for them, and that I'm here to be motherfucking doing all this shit for them. No, this is for me. This is my journey. I'm telling y'all all the time, man, if this ain't for you, go on to the next live. I'm not here for all the likes and stuff. It's cool and I appreciate it and I love it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to speak the truth. If you resonate, you resonate. If you don't, you don't. If you resonate, then great. If you don't, then great. If you resonate, I love you. If you don't, I love you, regardless. Ain't no hate, ain't no none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just go where you feel like you need to be. Because some people, they either gonna take this in, because you're gonna have to learn this shit anyway. Either whether it's gonna be this lifetime or the next. So I mean, the choice is up to you, and it ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. Listen to who you want to listen to. It doesn't bother me none. You know what I'm saying? If there was zero people in this chat, I would still be right here training. And I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for even being here and showing love and support. But some people, man, they listening, they paying attention to the wrong things, and they focused on the wrong things. However you see wrong. This is wild. What's wild, Jay? You talking about, Jay? You and Dion, please get on a live. That would be that would be so awesome and help so many. Definitely, we gotta clock something up for sure. I'm up for it. I'm down 100%. Love Dion. Dion got a lot. He know a lot, and I appreciate his information. I appreciate his whole entire being. It's a blessing to be in Dion's presence. It's a blessing to be in y'all's presence. You know what I'm saying? Just because we in different states or whatever, we presently here together right now. We one. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you really tapped in to what's being said. Y'all definitely, we definitely here together. It's almost like we in the same room, chopping it up. So definitely, it's a pleasure to be in y'all's presence, man. To see other gods on here who realize who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Appreciate that, Golden Lotus. Appreciate that, Dion. Miss Helen, Kevo. What's going on, Kevo? Good work yesterday. I was in your live yesterday. Good money, man. Ain't never not been here. That's right. Yup. And when you tapped in, you realize, man, you everywhere all at once. All at once. All knowing, omnipotent, omnipresent. Because the God within. Miss Helen, that's right. Speak, appreciate that. Yeah, got to be. That's NPC tendencies, Jay. So you come in the chat talking like saying stuff like that. I didn't even have to reply because I don't even got time for it. Appreciate that, Miss Helen. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Nikki, Dion. Here we go, round 4. Yeah. Uh, Tough day, man. I don't feel like doing these. Yeah. All right, here we go, round 5. 15, round 15. Appreciate y'all. 15 in the bag. That's 115 squats and 115 bicycle crunches. We're gonna keep going. Or not 150. What, 100? I can't even count right now. Or 150, my bad, 150. 150. Yeah, the weather here is it's nice today. It's 70 degrees. Sun is out, but you know it's been raining every day now. This whole week's been raining every day. Appreciate that, Alex. Yes, sir. 150 in the bag so far. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna go to 200, 200 each, and that'll be 400 reps. I might do some extra credit as well, just to challenge myself and push through this today. Because understand y'all, the energy ain't fully there yet, but this is how we kickstart everything. This is how you get your generator going. This is how you crank it up, crank the ignition, intuition, crank it all up. This is how you do it. Get everything moving. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're doing it fast, doing it slow, it doesn't matter. As long as we getting it, we staying in motion. We staying in motion. Yeah. There we go. 16. I got 17 coming up. This week been going by pretty fast. Like I said, man, we just been pushing through this whole challenge, man. I feel like it just literally like we just like Be Relentless said today. I feel like we just ran right straight through this shit. That's what it feel like. Like it's almost like it was just day one yesterday almost, and then now we here. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. 7. 7 in the bag. Yes, sir. 17 in the bag. Pushing through. Yes, sir, Jay. And it's crazy though. Sometimes you gonna have those days where you going back to back and you got all the energy to do so. And then on days like this, you taking a little bit more time in between and you still like you still getting that good work. And you procrastinate doing the next set. It's crazy. That's why I say, man, it's all mental. It's always mental. It's never not mental. It's all a mental game. It's how you gonna set. You gonna set the temperature. You gotta set the temperature on how it's gonna go. You gotta set the temperature, you know? And then when you're done with something, you gotta push through it again, push through it again, push through it again. That's all we doing, man. We pushing through. We pushing through these barriers that we set for ourselves. And nobody set these barriers here but us. And nobody set these obstacles here but us. Remember, the obstacle is the way. That's the only way. The obstacle. You gotta go to the obstacle and you gotta go through the obstacle. You can't go around the obstacle. You can't jump over the obstacle. You can't get a plane and fly over the obstacle. You can't get a BMX bike and get a ramp and jump over that motherfucker. You can't do none of that. You gotta go straight through that motherfucker. Because the obstacle is the heart itself. The heart. And once we realize that the majority of our hearts is really heavy, it's really heavy from all of the distractions, from family ties, soul ties, from all kind of stuff. Our heart is absolutely heavy. And what the goal is to make sure that our heart becomes light. Light. Just like the Ma'at. Ma'at. If y'all ever studied the Ma'at, the Egyptian, the Egyptian spirituality, you understand the scale, the balance scale. You need to put your heart, be able to imagine your heart on a scale, balancing with the feather on the other side. And you meditate on that. Meditate and envision your heart on a scale. Like literally, you could even do it right now, real quick. Just meditate your heart. Take your heart out and put it on a scale. On the other side of the scale is a feather, and see that shit balance out. And if it don't balance out, start to see the things come up. There's gonna be things that come up. If your heart falls, see if you're gonna start to see some stuff come up. Don't give no attention to it. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Once you let it go, you're gonna start to see the heart come back up and balance up with the feather. The goal is to maintain that frequency. Maintain that frequency. Everybody too heavy. Everybody too heavy. You can't take off and fly when you heavy. Can't you can't take off and fly when you heavy, y'all. I'm telling you. You can't take off and fly when you heavy. And sometimes I be getting emotional too because that's all I see, man, is heavy hearts. It's just heavy hearts. My heart be heavy sometimes. People in this world, you know, you can see it, man. All right, here we go. But the point of it all is when you see, that's why sometimes you gotta be careful with with this type of information, because sometimes some people when they hear it, it's too soon. It might be too soon, and it may derail them off of their path. But then again, you got to understand that we are not to care. We care enough to not care. The whole point of this path is to remain neutral, because when you're neutral, you're not susceptible to your emotions controlling you. When you're neutral, you're allowed to control your emotions, because that's, remember, emotions is how we communicate with God. The emotions is how we communicate with the God within. Emotions. So you go down this path, you're gonna be hearing some shit that's gonna get you emotional. You're gonna start seeing people. You're gonna start seeing the pain. You're gonna start seeing, souls attached to other souls. You're gonna start seeing this stuff, and you're gonna get emotional. I promise you. You're gonna feel some type of way. You might get angry. You might get real angry, and you might just flip. You know what I'm saying? So take some information in and then stop. You don't even got to go any deeper. Just stay right there until you're ready. That's why I say know who you is first, and uh, and then go from there. Because if you just going off of information because you just, you curious or whatever, which is fine. Curiosity is cool, but you need to really sit down with yourself and ask yourself, is you ready for certain type of conversation? Because if you're not, and either way, if you're ready or not, the world is about to display everything. The truth is about to come out soon anyway, and a lot of people are not going to be ready, and we're going to see a lot of stuff. And we got to make sure that, we got to understand that everything's going to be cool, everything's going to be great. The world is going back to how it should be, how it always has been, how it was. So everything's going to be good. Everybody's going to be able to prosper. Everybody's going to be rich, wealthy, healthy, successful. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? I see nothing but good coming our way. Nothing but prosperity, nothing but abundance, nothing but peace, all of that. I forgot what number. Oh, 18. Here we go. Y'all gotta let it go. Let it go. Y'all know what it is. Only you know what it is. Let it go. It might be multiple things. It might be a lot of things. Let it go. All right, here we go. 19 coming up. Appreciate that, Dion. Yes, sir, Jay. Pushing through. Here we go. I'm gonna just go ahead and get right into it. Where you about to go? You about to go somewhere? Uh, when's you going to your auntie's later? Oh, okay. Here we go, 20. Get right into it. Oh shit. That was tough. We're gonna do some extra credit though. But that's 200 squats and 200 calf or um, bicycle crunches. Ugh. I didn't do no pulls today. Leg workout and abs. That's what's up, Jay or DJL. That's what's up, man. 600 reps, money. That's money. 100 high knees, 100, 250 crunches, 250 squats. Good money, DJL. Good money. Getting it in day by day. Day by day. Hostile environment. POV. This is Jay. It's my account I'm going to go live from. Thanks to the motivation. Love. Oh yeah, definitely, Jay. Let me screenshot. I don't know if I can leave the. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know if I can leave the live and go subscribe, but I'm gonna just screenshot it, and then I'm gonna screenshot it, and I'm gonna go look it up. Look it up when I'm done. Yeah, that's what's up, Jay. We excited to see you get started, man. Excited to see you get started. Hey, Dion, can you go to his page and put the link of his page in one of my videos in the comment section? So then I could just hop on that there and subscribe. Hop on there and subscribe right away. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Jay. That's why we here, man. We just here to inspire each other, you know? Yeah, and we elevating every day. All right, here we go, man. I'm gonna get into some extra credit. I'm gonna get up out of here. Here we go. What should I do? Let me see. I'll do 25 squats and 25 so we got 18 likes, 25 squats and 25 uh bicycle crunches. And then we're gonna get up out of here. Let me see. Right on. Appreciate that, Dion. Just subscribe, Jay. I just subscribed. Just subscribe. Yes, sir. Anybody in the chat, make sure that y'all go subscribe to Hostile Environment. Hostile Environment in the chat. Make sure y'all go subscribe. Let's get him up to 50. Yeah, Jay, make sure that when you do start, just start doing these short videos and see if you get consistent with posting these short videos every day. You'll get fat. You'll get to them 50 subscribers a lot quicker doing it that way. And then we'll give you shout outs in our lives and whatnot so that you can go on and inspire people as well, you know, doing your thing over there. Love y'all so, man. Definitely, Jay. Most definitely. This the real family right here. Crazy how y'all are more of my family than me than some of my real family. Most definitely, I keep my distance from a lot of my family members. Yup, you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. That's why I said, man, the road to like bettering yourself, at times it could get lonely, but you never alone. You never by yourself, especially when you know who you are. You're gonna start to attract those that's on that same path and y'all resonating. That's your real family. That's your real bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Because this goes a lot deeper than your initial family members that brought you here. And like Dion said, your parents are pretty much your God. Your parents, they're your God because everything that you are today, you took up from them. They dressed you and did all these things for you. So basically, your parents is your God. Let me help you. Everything just falling. You need these? Oh. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. What is that in there? Oh yeah, I already got it. Or Dion, appreciate that. And what you call it? What was I saying about? Yeah, your parents is basically your God, but at the same time, you got to understand that when you start to tear away and you start to realize who God really is, then you'll start to see not much so like you'll at first like it's a thing like you'll at first start to see a separation, but then you'll start to see the oneness of all things of everything. But then you also start to see bullshit as far as like like family members, like is they real or is they not real, like not real like that, but like I'm talking about like because a lot of us see this is hard to talk about because it's like people ain't ready for this type of talk. So I'm trying to figure out how I could like express it the way I want to express it, because I could literally just go, and give it to you raw. But I gotta figure out how to express that, But like a lot of just know a lot of the people that you think that you here for or whatever, you're not. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be here. Uh, that I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I'm not even gonna attempt yet until I can get my thoughts together and say it the way I really want to say it. But yeah, man, you got to understand when you go down this path and you go down this path of finding out or realizing who you are, you're gonna start to resonate with those that's doing the same thing. That's your real family. That's your blood family, your bloodline, your lineage. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gotta understand a lot of things is going on where people get so distracted they tear away from their own soul. They tear away from their own soul and they allow it to be, gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can get it back. I don't know how that works out or anything like that. Like I said, I don't know everything. All I know is intuition and discernment on who we around, our environment, and all of that. Because anything can happen. Like Martin Luther King, he had his crew, but his crew turned on him. It's his very own people, his very own people. So CIA came in and infiltrated. Same thing with everybody else that had a name for speaking the truth and speaking out and whatnot. Had a name, and then what happened? The very person standing right next to him. The very person standing right next to him. It was the very person standing right next to him. It was the very person standing right next to him. Was it not? For all of these people, man, all the people that that got into some stardom or some type of notoriety, and they look like you and me. I promise you, they were infiltrated and somebody sold for some money or sold for some type of life benefits, for life protection, life. You get this amount of money, you get this. I don't know what it was. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, but that's how it is. So discernment, intuition, and knowing who you is and standing on business every motherfucking day is what's going, where you gonna see your freedom at. That's where you gonna see your freedom at. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X, same thing, same motherfucking thing. And honestly, I love these people. I love all people. I love all the NPCs. I love all the robots, and I love all the clones. Because without them, without all these billions of people in the world, people in the world, right? We wouldn't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what's going on, regardless of what path you choose, regardless if you're the enemy, regardless of all of that, I still love you regardless. Regardless, it's still on sight, but I still love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to, bless you with abundance, prosperity, all of that stuff, all of that stuff, because without the NPCs, we wouldn't, how would we even know what not having a soul looks like? You know what I'm saying? Like without the robots, how would we know, like what mobility and what real movement, like what the soul looks like? You know what I'm saying? Without the clones, like how we know, like how to, like, we gotta understand, like they, it can go like we could talk about this for forever. You know what I'm saying? But let me get in this extra credit, man, because I'm just rambling, just talking. I'm gonna do 25 squats and 25 bicycle crunches. Let me get up out of here. 20. Bless you. Uh, 20. God damn. Woo. Yes, sir. We in there, Jay. On the same way. I stay away from a lot of my family. I love them from a distance, absolutely, and that's okay. They're not gonna like you for it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Same here. Like, same thing. And we got a family reunion coming up in Houston. I'm actually gonna go, but I'm telling y'all right now, it's already, I could already see. I could already see, where you been at, it's already, I could already see, like, it's happening. I can already foretell what's gonna happen that day, and I can already tell you I'm gonna leave early. Not leave Houston, but we're not gonna be around. We gonna, enjoy Houston while we there. But I'm still duck off as always, and still, make sure that I remain who I am and in alignment, and not saying no shit that, just because, just to make them feel a certain type of way. No, I gotta stand my ground, realize who I am, and continue to let them know that I love them, and go about my business, because that's the only business I got. It is my business. So And when I be mindful of that, that's where it all gets. Because sometimes when you go back to these people, you kind of lose your way again because you remember and you miss these people and whatnot. You miss these people, and you kind of you get a little weak. So now you stuck. You're not stuck, but you stay a little longer. You do this, you do that. You have these type of conversations, saying stuff that you don't even normally even say no more. But it is what it is. But as long as you let them know you love them, you enjoy your time, you have that fun, whatever, laugh, which is important, laughing. Like Dion was talking about yesterday, had me, and I was actually laughing with you, Dion, yesterday. Man, that was a good one. Because when you see people laughing like that, like just all out, just straight happy laughing, man, it does something to you. I promise you, there ain't nothing like that type of emotion, that laughing emotion. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like it. I promise you, that's probably the closest thing to God that that's just it's amazing to me. So I appreciate that moment. And but same thing, like for example, like at the family reunion, I'm looking to get a few laughs like that if I can. If not, we just gonna duck off. We're gonna go enjoy Houston, and come back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I used to try to put knowledge in some of them, but they don't listen. Trying to get people to eat healthy, take care. You can't, DJL, you can't get them to do nothing. We're not here to get people to do nothing. We're not people's savior. We're not people's savior. We're not here to save nobody. And that's another thing, when we out, we put on our cape. You know what I'm saying? We got our Captain America shield. You know what I'm saying? We got our javelin. We ready to do what we got to do for these people. But will they put on that cape for you? And will they put on their shield? And will they have their javelin for you ready to go by any means necessary? Whatever happens, happens type of shit. Will they be doing that for you? Ask that question. And it ain't even about that. We are not here to save nobody in general, period. Everybody has to come up on it on their own because the God is not outside of us. The God is within. Always has been within. So therefore, if we're speaking our truth, we're only speaking our truth for ourselves because self, not selfless, but being selfish, I guess, with who you are is the only way to your peace, your freedom, your godlike abilities. That's the only way. So it's the same for them. They have to come into it on their own. So still speak your truth, still speak your health truth and all of that stuff, but don't care whether they take heed of it or not. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna fall where it falls. You know what I'm saying? But bless it, you know what I'm saying, regardless. Bless them regardless. Whatever route they want to choose. Because remember, it's free will, it's choice. They're at their situation in their life because of them, not because of you. See, that's another issue. People that be going down this path, they're not ready for that type of shit neither because they too busy trying to save everybody. That's a problem. I'm telling you, you think you save when you too, but you not. You're not saved if you too busy out here trying to save. So I don't care if it's your mother. I don't care who it is, how close you was raised. I don't care who it is. I don't care. They are here to save themselves, but still love on them, still bless them, still give them, the health and the wealth through vibration. Give them that wealth, give them that prosperity, give them that health. If they incapable of doing something in your mind, see them capable of doing that very thing and consistently keep that in there. But to physically try to save people and whatnot, no, it's not working. Just like if you see a homeless person on the street, if you a giver, we should all be givers, right? But at the same time, we're not given to their poor mindset. We're given to their prosperity. If you're gonna give to them, give to their prosperity. Give like you see them walking, they got raggedy ass clothes on, barely got any, don't got no shoes on. Imagine them with the greatest shoes on. Imagine them just, smiling. Imagine them as a bright star and give to that bright star. Do not give to their poverty. If you give to their poverty, you're not helping yourself and you're not helping them. You know what I'm saying? You're not. You need to give to people's prosperity, abundance, wealth, health, success. See them as their best self. See them as their highest self. See them as God. Because if you give into something other than God, it's not going to come back. Remember, giving and receiving happen simultaneously. So you can't give to something that's from the outside, or you got to give from within, because you're only giving to yourself. Don't be giving to these homeless people for the sake of them to get out of being homeless. No, that's up to them. We're not here to save them. Reverend Ike said in one of his sermons, he was like, somebody in the chairman, the politicians and shit. Somebody was saying we should all go and sympathize with the homeless, and have a day of just no eating and just be out on the streets and sympathize with the homeless. Like, yeah, my wife turned around, she's like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's what he said. Somebody, a politician, said some shit like that, and Reverend Knight was like, I'm not saying word for word. I'm giving y'all my words. And he said, like, what the fuck? Nigga, how the fuck is we gonna help the homeless if we become homeless? Say it again. Say it again. I wanna hear you. You in the zone.
Can't be poor enough to help the poor.
Exactly. Y'all hear my wife? She said you can't be poor enough to help the poor. So why the fuck would we go and do some bullshit like that? Nigga, what? So with that being said, and that applies to everything in life. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is connected. So that's why you can see me talking about the poor at one moment, and then the next moment talking about Harriet Tubman, and the next moment talking about this and that, because it's all connected. How in the fuck are we supposed? We can't save anybody, yo. We can't save anybody. That's not what we're here to do. You see what I'm saying? We realize who we are. When we realize who we are, and our light shines brighter. Imagine this as nothing but a dark space. And the way that you uh, communicate is by making your light in this dark space shine brighter. When your light shines brighter, there's another entity somewhere in this dark space who gets inspired by that. So now they want to figure out for themselves, go within to figure out what's going to what do I got to get started, what I got to crank up so that my light, Jay, remember we talking about this is another thing, so that my light can shine brighter. How can I do that? Because he did it for himself. Look at that. Now I know I could do that. Now I need to shine brighter. Now I'm not going to dim my light for you so that you can get your light bright. No, that's not how it works. They can't get their light bright because I dim mine. I need to make sure that mine is as bright as it can fucking be so that they can see me in this dark space. Remember, everything is darkness. You think you seeing, you're seeing rays of light, but at the same time, we're in a black hole. It's nothing but darkness. Shine your light bright as it can be. And you can only do that from going within. You can only do that from going within. You can't do that going outward. You can't try to help people outwardly. If you want to help somebody, mentally see them in a state that you want to see them in. Mentally see them literally being their best version of themselves. Literally see them being God, because that's what they are. Is do they realize that yet in reality? No, but you can see that. You can see that that's how they are. So if you're gonna give to them, give to that. If you're gonna give anything, so that you can, so now the energy of giving and receiving is in alignment. So now you're gonna receive just as well as you give. You're not just gonna give and then nothing come back. That's not right. That's wrong. That's misalignment. If you're gonna give, make sure you giving to you. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna shine bright so that you can give to another bright shining star, so that y'all can continue to give to each other simultaneously. It's all happening right now. No past, no future. It's all happening right here and right now. But anyway, man, I'm about to get up out of here. I gotta. I'm about. I don't know what I'm about to do, but I'm about to chill for a little bit. And but yeah, that's it, y'all. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. I used to try to put, yeah, somebody stuck in their ways. Yup. Made me cry sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, gotta hold your own, man. You gotta care to the point to where you don't care. Care enough to not care. You gotta balance it out because remember, we communicate to God through emotions. Emotions is the only communication God know. It's not about seeing you. God don't see you. Because if God saw you, then I mean, honestly, you gotta understand. Because there's a lot of rich people in this world that are really blessed. There's a lot of motherfucking murderers out here that are truly blessed, right? And they still getting richer and richer and richer. That just lets you know that does not care for your type of personality or whatever you got. Does not care for good or bad. It does. He doesn't. Or God does not care for good or bad. Say again.
The universe doesn't operate on morality.
There you go. The wife said the universe does not operate on morality. You see what I'm saying? So so just because you doing good deeds don't mean that you just gonna be ultimately blessed. That's not how the universe works. Emotionally communicate, emotionally control yourself so that because these are the things that also be trapping people when you be trying to help people and you get emotionally tied and now your emotions is out of control. So now you're going to get that. You're going to get more of that. God's going to bless you with that because that's the emotion that you express to God. So make sure that y'all are aware of these things, of these emotions. Like if you tearing up because you uh for example, Dion tearing up because of some numbers that you just found out and the meaning of it. Yeah, you gotta care enough to not care. You gotta become neutral because that's just what it is. Now you can bless them and see that person uh, being able to rewrite, their story or whatever, and always image that. But see them as you, see them as God, realizing that who they are, so that you don't have to fall short of the glory of God. Romans what is that? Romans 8:28. We all fall short of the glory of God. But so you don't fall short of the glory of God, control your emotions because that's the only thing that God communicates you by. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, man, that's it, man. Good talk, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. And remember, crying is a good thing. It's a really good thing. But it's why are we letting these tears, fall? You know what I'm saying? Why? Make sure that we understand that because emotions is the strongest thing that's the thing that reaches God's bows. It's not all the mumbling and talking and shit that comes out of our mouth, all that babble. That's not how you. It's just always gonna be a miss. Only thing that gets it is the frequency that rolls off your tongue. The frequency, the tone, and the vibration is what God feels. God needs to feel you, like Neville Goddard said. It's the feeling is the secret. Feeling is the secret. Emotion is all feeling. Looks like my eyes are a little red or whatever. But emotion is the secret, y'all. Emotion. So remember that. Earl, yeah, that was funny, man. When Dion, when you was in your live, when you was in your live, and you said you about to Earl, and then I saw Jay in the comments, he started dying. I could tell he was laughing. He was like, "Man, I ain't heard that word Earl in forever, and I haven't either." So I started laughing too. But man, that was straight comedy, bro. For real, for real, that was comedy. He said, "I'm about to Earl." That's what's up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This the extra credit we need for sure. 1,000%, Jay. 1,000%. Jacob, what's going on, Jacob? Much love, man. Much love. We about to get up out of here, Jacob. Appreciate you coming through. Make sure y'all show love to Jacob if he go live today. Appreciate you, Jacob. Much love as always, man. I appreciate the accountability and for you showing up for yourself every day and showing up for everybody, man. You be in everybody's lives showing love, man. So I'm praying reciprocity, to you and everything that you going after in life, man. More prosperity and abundance to you, Jacob. I see your energy, man. It's real pure. I appreciate you and everything that you got going on over there. So much love to Jacob, man. DJ L, Dion, Jay. I'm about to get up out of here, man. We out, man. Don't let Miss Helen, Nikki was in here. Much love to y'all, man. Don't let anything outside of y'all dictate how you feel, man. Stay solid, man. Be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. And finish the day off strong, y'all. Yes, sir. God bless. Much love. I'm out.